The first lesson was actually taken from the book of Prophet Isaiah, chapter 60. I'll just read verse 1 to 3.
Arise.
Arise.
Shine, for thy light is come.
Shine, because your light has come.
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
And the glory of the Lord has risen upon you.
Amen.
Yes.
For behold,
the
darkness shall cover the earth.
Darkness unto darkness will cover the entire world. The world will be flung down into darkness. Yes.
And gross darkness the people.
And gross darkness the people.
But the Lord shall arise upon thee.
Then the Lord will arise upon thee.
Amen. And his glory shall be seen upon thee.
And the glory of the Lord shall be seen upon you. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
This is a prophetic message from Isaiah. Who actually lived 700 to 610 or 5 before the coming of the Lord. "700 years before the coming of the Lord." He prophesied in 911 a king will be born. 700 years after that prophecy, Christ was indeed born. He said, by a virgin. Yes, by a virgin. There will be lamentation in Ramah. For Rachel will cry for his children. Yes, it happened. Because Herod said they should go to their Bethlehem and kill every child, every son, every boy from age 0 to 2 years. These were prophecies of integrity. The voice of the Lord, they all came into fulfillment. Now again he's saying, arise and shine. Because the glory of the Lord is upon you. Yeah. Because at this particular time, the entire world will be plundered by darkness. The message was for Israel. If you go through that, I don't want you to read it all over again. He said, I have scattered you to the four corners of the world. You have been bastardized. The Holocaust in Germany. In Britain, you were rejected. Everywhere Jews, they were persecuted. In his fury, he scattered them. And he made Jerusalem a desolation. And near is the great prophet prophesied, saying, now, a time will come, my children will be coming from wherever scattered them. I will strike the four winds of the world to bring my own back. And precisely from 1986 from all the corners of the world, 96, precisely 50 years after the declaration of independence of Israel, from every corner of the world, the Lord was bringing them back to Jerusalem. I want to read from verse 10.
And the sons of strangers
The sons of strangers
shall build up thy walls
will build your walls.
And their kings shall minister unto thee.
Their kings will minister unto you.
For in my wrath
In my wrath,
I smote thee.
I smote thee and scattered you.
But in my favor
In my favor,
have I had mercy on
and now I
thee.
have mercy upon you and bringing you back. Yes.
Therefore,
Therefore,
my gate shall be open continually.
your gate will be open continually.
They shall not be shut day
It will
nor
not be
night.
shut day or night.
The men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles,
People will bring to you the forces, the wealth of the Gentiles.
and that their kings may be brought.
Their kings will also be coming to you
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
from all over the world. Everyone will now say, I'm going to Israel, only pilgrimage. From India, from Pakistan, from the Hindu land, from everywhere in the world. And go to the wall of Jordan. You will see people buying walls, even Nigerians, even the states, and buying this for 100,000, for 200,000. Just inscribe my name there. From all over the world, and America is spending billions. They must give it to Israel. They must. They said they will bring their wealth to you. This was a message sent by Isaiah precisely 2,720 years ago. And it's happening in your age, in my age, with that spiritual precision. Continue.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee
Yes.
shall perish.
Shall perish.
Yea,
Yea.
those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Yes.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto
The
thee.
glory of Lebanon will come to you.
The fir tree,
Yes.
the pine tree,
Yes.
and the box
They will
together
bring it there.
to beautify the place of my sanctuary.
This is a desert, and there you will eat whatever you want to eat. You will be overfed. Apart from eating, you will see them sending vegetables and fruits out of Israel every day, 2-3 planes to Europe. Yes.
And I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Yes.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
They will beg, they will beg you.
And
Yes.
all they that
All
despise
the
thee
Palestinians,
shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
all the Palestinians, all this surrounding Israel, it's now Israel that is actually paying them wages. They are caged, completely bound down, not because of the might of Israel, but because of the might of the word of God. Don't look at the might of that giant. Look at the might of God who created that giant. Yes.
And they shall call thee the city of the Lord.
The city of the Lord.
The-
Let's go to Jerusalem.
The
Every
Za-
time, everywhere. Their source of income is tourism. Major source of income. From every corner in the world, people are flowing there. Have you been there before? I'm sure you have ambition to be there. You see luxurious buses all over, all over. All the hotels are already fully booked. Because of this prophecy 2,720 years ago. And I'm saying the word of God is beyond every other thing. Whatever I said, Isaiah 46, from verse 8, 9, 10. Whatever God has said must
Remember
come to
this.
pass. Remember this.
And show yourselves men.
Show yourself, men.
Remember this and show yourselves men.
Yes.
Bring it again to mind.
Yes.
O ye transgressors.
You transgress.
Remember
Those of
the-
you who don't believe in me, who are still committing sins. Yes.
Remember the former things of old.
The former things of old,
For I
I
am
said
God.
it, and they came to pass. Yes.
For I am God,
For I am God, I'm no man. Yes.
and there is none else.
There's no else.
I am God.
Do you understand? Do you understand what the Lord is saying? He said, I am God, and there's no compare. I don't have any counselor, no advisor, no instructor, I am God, and I do whatever I feel like doing in the realm of my holiness. But it's a righteous God. It's God of equity. It's God of love. For I am God. Yes.
And there is none like me.
Yes.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
I declare the end from the beginning, and nobody can change that end that I've declared. Yes.
And from ancient times.
From ancient times.
The things that are not yet
the
done.
The things that are not yet, I declare them.
Saying,
my
counsel shall stand.
My counsel, only my counsel shall stand.
And I will do all my pleasure.
And I will do my pleasure. Who will stop God? Who will stop him? He's saying in 2018, he's going to bless you, wipe away your tears, wipe away your sorrow, remove your mystery. He said, I am God. Who will contest that statement? Unless I have not spoken. Then because he has spoken, it must of necessity come to pass. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Then go to verse 19 of today's lesson. First, verse 19.
The sun shall no more.
And then go to the second lesson and join the two together.
The sun shall be no more thy light by day.
Yes.
Neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee.
Yes.
But the Lord
is
shall.
Now the man whom the Lord used in prophesying what we can now see in our own generation is happening. Generations before us will say, will this happen? Will this happen? But in our own generation, and that is why you and me are facing serious judgment if we fail to believe God. Because the word of God is coming to actualization in your own time, in my own time. There's no cause and there's no reason for your ignorance. You cannot claim to be ignorant of the power of God, of the integrity of his word. Yes.
But the Lord shall be unto thee.
The Lord shall be unto thee.
An everlasting light.
An everlasting light.
And thy God thy glory.
Thy God thy glory. It's not talking of the millennium to come.
Thy sun shall no more go down.
The sun will no longer go down because there will be no sun or moon again. Yes.
Neither shall thy moon withdraw itself.
Yes.
For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light.
Because God himself will lighten the new earth. So there will be no sun to crush you. There's no moon that will withdraw its light.
And the
glory of God will provide the illumination.
Amen.
There will be no night, there will be no day. Every hour will be just like the springtime. Yes.
And the days of thy mourning shall be ended.
Amen. Amen. That is, there will be no death. There will be no sorrow.
Amen.
There will be no mystery.
Amen.
The man that prophesied what you have seen happening is one telling you what is yet to happen. And go to Revelation.
And
before you go to Revelation, please go to that Isaiah again 65. Read from verse 17.
And I saw no temple therein.
Yes.
For the Lord God Almighty.
For behold.
Just hold on. Yes.
For behold,
I
create new heavens and a new earth.
I create new heavens and new earth.
And the former shall not be remembered.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Let me just explain that. Let me just explain that. The Lord said He grieves Him when a saint dies. Like it says in Psalm 116, I think verse 11. Verse 11.
I said in my haste,
yes.
All men are liars.
Yes.
What shall I render unto the Lord?
Precious in the sight of the Lord.
Precious in the sight of the Lord
is the death of his saint.
Is the death of his saint. When a saint dies, because the Lord is there to promise you, to assure you But then you are walking in a world of turbulence, of violence. Where Satan has gone berserk. All the apostles of Christ were either slaughtered or mutilated, had their head completely battered, sworn. None of them died peacefully. Not a single one of them. Even this Isaiah was cut into two. This prophet Isaiah. If you're a coward, if your life is something to you, even if you make it to heaven, the amazing glory of being a king or a queen or a mayor or a minister may lose that individual. Your life should be absolutely nothing to you. It doesn't mean anything when you die. What matters most? Do you die in Christ? Do you die in Christ? In the slaughter before the time, you see that person still living in the special area provided by God. They are in white, glazing white. They continue to minister. They are serving the will of God. They are protecting saints of God. They are in churches of God. They are protecting their families and their loved ones. You may want to go out and they see that it is not good, they will deflate your tire. They are the one doing it because they've seen danger that you cannot see. They may be taught, they may cause anything. They are working with your guiding angel until they free their span. When they free their span of life, they then go to paradise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. At rapture, we are all taken, those in paradise and those that are rapturing into the upper room of paradise. There, you will still know yourselves. We will understand ourselves, we will see ourselves, we will recognize ourselves. Oh, this is this, oh, this is that. You embrace yourself. Even before you leave this world, if you're of Christ, they would have shown you those that will be waiting at the welcome center for you. First that are familiar. Oh, I've seen myself among the dead. He is not among the dead. Those are the familiar faces that will welcome you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But in the new earth, in the new Jerusalem, you will not remember anything about this world again. You will not remember anything about anybody again. Because you are living in a resurrected world, a resurrected earth, a resurrected world, a resurrected heaven, a resurrected body. Yes.
A new heavens and a new earth,
yes.
And the former shall not be remembered.
The former shall not be remembered again. That is after judgment. And the new Jerusalem comes down, the new world. When you are then there, you cannot remember anything about this world again. You cannot recognize yourselves again. You are new being. Yes.
Nor come into mind. But be ye...
This world will not come to mind again. Yes.
But be ye glad.
Be ye glad.
And rejoice forever.
And rejoice forever.
In that which I create.
In that which I have created.
For behold,
I
create Jerusalem a rejoicing.
I create Jerusalem a rejoicing.
And her people.
The new world. Yes.
And her people a joy.
Yes.
And I will rejoice in Jerusalem.
I will rejoice in Jerusalem.
And joy in my people.
And joy in my people.
And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her.
The voice of weeping will be no more.
Nor the voice of crying.
There will be no voice of crying.
There shall be no more thence an infant of days.
Yes.
Nor an old man that hath not filled his days.
Yes.
For the child shall die 100 years old.
Even the Lord says in Revelation, when you open the veil, he said there will be no death again. Yes.
But the sinner being 100 years old shall be
They are
accursed.
They will not even be there, because he said you will not allow any defiled person to get to that place. Yes.
And they shall build houses
They will build houses
and inhabit them.
and inhabit them. Will not build houses for people or other people to inhabit. Yes.
And they shall plant vineyards
You will plant vineyard
and eat the fruit of
and
them.
eat the fruit.
They shall not build
You will not build
and
for.
another inhabit. They shall not plant
Yes.
and another eat.
Yes.
For as the
Amen.
days of a tree are
Yes.
the days of my people.
Yes.
And mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their
They
hands.
will forever enjoy their work. There will be no sorrow. There will be no mystery. Prophetess Vic, please read that revelation.
And from verse 23. And the city had no need of the sun,
Yes.
neither of the moon,
Yes.
to shine in it.
Yes.
For the glory of God did lighten it,
The glory of God lighten it.
and the Lamb is the light thereof.
Yes.
And the nations of them which are saved,
The nations, there be so many nations. And through the prophecy of Isaiah, I could pick it up that even then there be childbearing. Without any horror, without any travail. Yes.
and the nations of them which are saved
Yes.
shall walk in the light of it.
Yeah, we walk in the light of it. Yes.
And the kings of the earth
Yes.
do bring their glory and honor into it.
Yes.
And the gates of it shall not be shut at
The
all
gate of it shall not be shut at all.
by
Yes.
day,
By day.
for there shall be no night there.
No night.
And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it.
Yes.
And there shall in no wise enter it into anything that defileth,
Anything that defiles.
neither
will
whatsoever
never come there.
worketh abomination,
Yes.
or maketh a lie,
Yes.
but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
Yes. Can you read from verse 12? I want to put something there.
And had a wall great and high,
Yes.
and had 12 gates,
12 gates.
and at the gates 12 angels,
12 angels.
and names written thereon,
Yes.
which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
You know that you are an Israelite. When they say children of Israel, every saved citizen is grafted, like it says in Romans 11, into the tree of Israel. Those in Judah, those grafted into Judah, into Joseph, into Levi, they will go in through the eastern gate, the gate of the kings. So apart from actually struggling to be grafted, you must aim. Like Ezekiel said, he said, if you can't build the tallest mountain, build the tallest hill. You must struggle to be grafted into the most prominent tribe, the tribe of kings, the tribe that will enter the gates through the eastern gate. Tribe is very important. Yes.
On the east 3 gates,
Yes.
on the north 3 gates,
Yes.
and on the south 3 gates,
Yes.
and on the west 3 gates.
Yes.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations,
12 foundations.
and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
The 12 apostles of the Lamb were named after those foundations. So the apostles' names were actually carrying the foundation of the wall of the New Jerusalem. God is God of reciprocity. They were killed, they were slaughtered, but they are mighty in heaven. Just within one day, Judas Iscariot lost that opportunity. From the kingdom of glory to the kingdom of hellfire. It doesn't take more than a second to lose the kingdom, unless you are focused. When you are going through any tribulation, it has a purpose before God. Rejoice in tribulation, for God is with you. Don't cut corners. He said the road is paved with fine gold. The gold are looking like crystal. They are pure gold roots. The foundation established with expensive stones, sapphire, topaz, chinquedice, and the like. If the foundation could be such, now tell me the material for the construction of the houses. This should be your focus. This should be my focus. Everything in us should be expended to achieve eternity in the kingdom of God. Nothing can be important in this world. When you move to the 0 hour, and when your children are standing before you, it doesn't mean anything to you again. Those who will make it, the Lord says, just read verse 5 and 6, 7, then Revelation 21.
And he that sat upon the throne said,
Yes.
Behold,
Behold.
I make all things new.
Yes.
And he said unto me,
Yes.
Write,
Right.
for these words are true and faithful.
Yes.
And he said unto me,
Yes.
It is done.
It is done.
I am Alpha.
It is true and faithful. It is done. Yes.
I am Alpha
Yes.
and Omega,
Yes.
the beginning,
The beginning
and the end.
and the end.
I will give unto him that is athirst
I will give unto him those that are thirsty
of the fountain of the water
of the
of
fountain
life,
of the living water will never be
of life
thirsty again.
freely.
Yes.
He that overcometh shall
Those who overcome. So you need to understand that it is a battle. You need to overcome. You need to conquer. It's not a matter of fried rice and jollof rice. It's a real battle. With witches, against witches, wizards, sorcerers, you must be strong. Yes.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things,
He will inherit not few things, all things.
and I will be his God,
I will be his God.
and he shall be my
He
son.
shall be my son.
But the fearful,
But those who are fearful, you are dying in that place. So be fearful. Be fearful. Be cowards. Yes, the
and unbelieving,
The unbelieving.
and the abominable,
The unbelieving. You cannot believe Christ halfway. You must believe him completely. Even if it's going to cost you your life. You must believe him. When said, God will deliver us. But if God fails to deliver us, we are not going to bow down to God. Those are the people God wants. Yes.
and the abominable,
The abominable,
and
the
murderers,
fornicators, adulterers,
and whoremongers,
idolaters, homosexuals, the abominable, those who are sleeping with dogs and cats and beasts, men with women, drunkards, yes,
and sorcerers,
and sorcerers,
and idolaters,
and
all liars,
all
shall have their
liars.
part in the lake, which
Can you believe
burneth
that?
with fire and brimstone.
Because you are lying, and they're asking you to go and share the same hell with those who are murderers. You don't need to tell anybody lie. Say it as you see it. Whether you're offended or you're not offended. Move on. Let your yes be yes. Let your nay be nay. When you say, compromising the truth. You must keep the commandments of God. Before I calm down, I need to spend no more than 5 minutes more. Can you please go into Psalm 119? So that 20 minutes. 119. Read verse 96 and 97, 98.
I have seen an end of all perfection,
I've seen the end of all perfections. I've seen things that are perfect. Yes.
but thy commandment is exceeding
There's
broad.
nothing as perfect as the commandment of God. Yes.
Oh, how I love thy law.
I love your laws. If you can keep the laws of the Lord, if you can keep the commandments, only 3 are meant for God. Only 3. Only 3. The remaining 7 are meant for you and for me. It's for your peace, for my peace. I'm God, your maker. I don't want any idol or fetish thing added to me. Number 2, don't call my name in vain. Even angels don't do it. I'm so mighty. Number 3, keep the Sabbath holy. It's a day for you to serve me, to hallow me, to honor me. Those are the 3 for God. The remaining 7, while that is opened, go to Job 35:5. 5, 6, 7. And you pray. Come down.
Look unto the heavens and see,
Look unto the heavens and see.
and behold the clouds which are higher than thou.
Behold the clouds that are higher than you.
If thou sinnest,
If you sin, if you commit adultery, fornication, or you steal, or you lie, yes.
what doest thou against him?
Does it affect God?
Or if thy transgressions be multiplied,
If your transgressions are many, if you offend people, if you kill people, does that affect God?
what doest thou unto him?
It doesn't affect him at all. It's in his majesty upstairs. Yes.
If thou be righteous,
If you are righteous, you are doing it well.
what givest
If you
thou
are bringing all
him?
these offerings before the Lord, is it eating anyone out of it? No. Your righteousness has nothing to do with God.
Or what receiveth he of thine hand?
What is it receiving from you?
Thy wickedness may hurt a man as thou art,
If you are wicked, you are hurting somebody else. Say, man, you can't hurt God.
and thy righteousness may profit the Son of Man.
If you are righteous, it will only profit the Son of Man. It doesn't affect God.
By
It has no
reason,
profit. Yes.
by reason of the multitude of oppressions,
All the Lord is saying is that you cannot love God if you have not loved your neighbor. The 7 out of the 10 commandments are meant to train you and teach you and process you the way you should live in heaven. So if you cannot accommodate somebody else in your life, you are not fit for the kingdom of God. I'm not saying accommodating witches and wizards. All I'm saying, your heart must be free of bitterness, of hatred, of malice, of wickedness. Always think of what you can do to promote the joy of other people. Everything God has created, He has created them to bless. Yes, completing the one you are reading.
oh, how I love thy law.
I love your law.
It is my meditation all the day.
Yes.
Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than mine
If you keep the
enemies.
commandments of God, will be wiser than who?
Than mine enemies.
Than your enemies. Will be wiser. When they are ravaging through ignorance and stupidity, you'll be looking at them. Because you know God is God of vengeance. You will never raise your hand or raise your voice against your enemy.
For they are ever with me.
Yes.
I have more understanding than all my teachers.
I have more understanding because you know the law of the Lord. You will have great understanding than your teachers. Yes.
Thy testimonies are my meditation.
Yes.
I understand more than the ancients,
I understand more than those who are even of ancient time.
because I keep thy precepts.
Because the Lord will reveal great things to you. Today, I'm challenging you as we go into the new year. Make up your mind to work for God. Work for God without looking back for favor. You don't need any position to work for God. You don't need any rank to evangelize. You don't need to be a prophet or a shepherd for people to see you and say, yes, this is a man of God, I won't imitate him. You should not become an epistle of Christ. And for every work you are doing in the church or anywhere, remember that God has somebody backup. The moment you think you are somebody will take over your position. You can never embarrass God. It's a mark of stupidity and foolishness to think you are somebody. We are nobody before God. Only God is everything. For every Moses, there's a backup of Joshua. For every Elijah, Elisha is there. He said, don't mess up before me. I have 7,000 people who are cleaner than you. For every Saul, though very tall and handsome, David is there as a backup. So the thing you think, I'm doing this is too much for me. Somebody already has, God has somebody, a backup, who will do it more than you do. So whatever job has been given to you, see it as a grace. It's a grace of God, so that He can bless you, He can reinforce you, He can fortify you, and your glory in heaven can be mightier. Don't look back. They may say, is it the only one there? Yes, you are the only one there. Work for God with all your might. You don't know what promises you. Let us pray.